Yeah, we're live, guys!
Hello. Hello.
Welcome back to Princess of the Apocalypse here on Fumbles and Fame. I am your Dungeon Master for the evening, DM Ben, and with us tonight we have Fausto.
Hi, I'm Fausto, and I will be playing Zadas the Triton Barbarian.
Yes. And then we have Kevin.
Yes, and tonight I will be playing Everal again, the Ergenasi, Cleric of Thor.
Off camera we have Jay.
Playing Grazak, the Dragonborn Paladin.
And Sten.
The Arakokra Ranger Gak.
And last but not least we have Eric.
Playing the Tiefling Druid Ayu, just Iliana.
That's right. And we're going to get straight into the action tonight, but first, two things we have to mention. One, we are not in any way, shape, or form associated with Wizards of the Coast LLC, even if we do love most of their products. And the second thing is, this game actually has the XP system from Fumbles and Fames, which is implemented. So you guys can accumulate XP by participating in the chat and just watching the stream, and then spend it again when we're live to actually influence the game, like give away advantage or a party potion or the like. So without further ado, last time on Princess of the Apocalypse, our heroes managed to liberate a dungeon beneath the village of Redlark from the Earth Cult, and following up on a lead, they were getting ready the next day to head out into the Somber Hills in search of a possible fire cult gathering, they suspect, under the guise of some kind of druid gathering, although they don't have all the information for that just yet. However, the night was interrupted by a great and sudden storm, which has caused mass flooding, and upon investigating, our heroes have found themselves under attack. So let's get straight into it, guys. Everal, you have just heard, I guess I will pan down the camera here. Everal having a long discussion on the various cults and religions of Faerun with Brother Earden. You have noticed that your compatriots have actually ran out into the flooded streets and appear to be calling out, I assume, for your assistance. What
Sure.
do you do?
I will run out, so I will dash,
Yes.
and if I counted correctly, I can get up to here. I could go further, but I will stay there. And seeing what's happening, I will cast, as a bonus action, Spiritual Weapon.
Very good.
There's
So
my hello there.
you run out the door and find that the water is right up to the entrance and threatening to soon flood the Swinging Sword, the inn which you are staying at. And you see rising up out of the water are these strange elemental forms, as if the water itself has been given some malevolent life. And you create the Hammer of Thor, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I have your...
Over here.
it's over there.
Yes.
Oh, it's a little tiny today. There we go. You should have control, I think.
Yeah, Thor's not up
I
for
do.
today.
Great. Alright, so you can still strike with that. A 12 is unfortunately a miss, however.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is Gak's turn.
Is it still storming right now?
Yes, there is a tempest, but at the same time, it seems it's sort of like concentrating as if it's feeding into these creatures.
Okay. Yeah, still very windy then, and
Yeah, you can almost imagine on the wind that you can hear this sort of like chanting in the rain of Elijah, Elijah, Elijah.
Okay. Well, I will cast my Hail of Thorns
Hail of Thorns, alright.
as a level 2 spell.
So let's see, what kind of range is this? Is it a
That's
concentration?
cast on myself,
Yeah.
and that's a bonus action. So I will use my longbow to fire at the guy I see here behind Grazak.
Alright, so exactly how, let's see, we need some kind of effect for our, what was it, a 5-foot thing?
Yes.
Sorry, where did you want to put it?
On him, below the hammer, basically.
Hammer time.
Like so?
Yeah, so I would hit him.
Okay, so...
Well, the effect is on me, the Hail of Thorns, but it happens when I shoot. So I will...
Oh, okay, alright, so we don't need
I
to...
actually need to hit him for the thorns to sprout.
Well, with a 24,
Yeah,
that
okay.
does succeed.
Yes, so that does 11 piercing damage, and it sprouts the Hail of Thorns when it hits.
Right,
So the
describe
water-
what happens.
Yeah, so the moment the arrow enters the water, it explodes in a bunch of thorns that basically splash through the water. And right now there's no one near him, but I guess some would stick in the wall because they jump like 5 feet away from him,
Alright.
up to 5 feet away from him, and that will do because it's a level 2 spell.
So you do...
17 extra damage, 28.
Okay, and it's piercing damage?
Yes.
But magical piercing damage.
Well, the spell would do magical piercing damage.
Alright.
Actually, he can make dexterity saving throw still.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, let's have him do that then. Where did it go? There you go. Alright. We're using Roll20 in case anyone still isn't aware in the chat. So a dexterity saving throw. Ooh.
Yes. That saves, so half damage.
Half damage. Alright, so all of your damage is half because you notice the arrow, being non-magical itself, does not actually do as much damage as you might hoped.
Okay.
So that's
That's easy.
11 plus 17, right? So we've got 28 halved
Yes.
down to
14.
14.
Now it's the first round of combat, so
It
I
is.
actually get
An extra attack.
3 attacks.
Oh, 3.
In the first round, I get 1 bonus attack on top of my normal 2. If I use the attack action.
Okay, very good.
So I will roll the next 2.
Both of those hit.
Okay, so that is 13, and I guess also halved. The Hail of Thorns only explodes once, so...
Exactly. So a total of 6 points of damage between those two attacks. Which might be somewhat frustrating. Anything else before you finish your turn?
Yeah, I try to put some distance between me and the closest elemental.
Oh.
This is difficult terrain, I'm guessing, with the water?
The water is difficult terrain, and you're within reach of the one in front of you.
Yeah, well, if I don't move away, he can attack me as well, so... And I do get 10 feet extra movement in my first turn, so I can move up to there.
I would say if you fly at this point in time that the poor weather actually it counts as difficult terrain as well.
Yeah, right now I'm just moving, sludging through the water,
Right.
basically.
Which means as you try and you move out of its reach.
Yes.
But it tries to lash out at you. However, you managed to dodge out of the way.
Yeah, I'm glad that missed.
Yeah. So then we have Ayu.
Yes, I've been thinking long and hard about what I could do here to these scary elementals, and I've come to the conclusion: fairy fire. Do it
Alright.
right in the middle, and make them both make a deck save.
Okay, so they're going to make a collective deck save of 15.
15 passes.
So unfortunately, your spell is wasted.
I am also going to move there, just to stop blocking the doorway.
Okay. And are you done?
Yes.
Alright, so it is the one here next to the Hammer of Thor. It, let's see, it can move into your squares, but it can also do something called Whelm. Let's see. So, it has to be in a character's space first, so it's going to move into Grozek's space. Let's move this to the back there. So you must make a strength saving throw.
No.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
and are considered grappled.
Yay.
However, that is its turn. The other one moves forward and tries to engulf you two.
Water? I was born from it.
So,
Oh,
Ayu and Zardos can give me a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Although you're not raging yet, are you?
Nope.
So you're both captured and take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as the water just picks you up and pounds you against the wall of the inn. Zardos, however, you are able to recover your wits.
Yes. Now, I'm supposing that I don't need to breathe in water, right? I mean,
You
I'm
do
fine,
not.
right?
You
Yeah.
are fine, yeah.
Okay. But I am restrained, right?
That is correct.
That is correct.
But you may attempt to break free as one of your attack actions.
As one of my attack actions? Or as both?
I've been playing it different ways.
Okay, that's up to you. But I mean, no, okay. I think we have to start beating these things up. So I will stay restrained, and I will. Okay, first of all, bonus action. I shall rage,
Yes.
and then I will remain restrained, and I will just attack recklessly,
All right.
which means I have disadvantage and advantage, so I just roll a normal attack.
That is correct.
And I think in honor of this creature, I would like to attack him with Great Weapon Master, which I will do.
Very
So let's
good.
see what happens. A 14,
It's just enough to affect it.
then it. Yes, sorry.
And
go
you're
ahead.
using Urgamok.
And yeah, I did it
Urgamok's
already.
kiss. Yeah.
I did it this
So
afternoon.
that's
Yeah.
still within the time limit, so it's all
Yes. So that's actually 29 plus 2, 31 points of damage.
good. All right. Strangely enough, not immune to acid.
Oh well, why would they be?
Because you know what happens to acid in water.
I don't know. And then I will make a second attack.
Okay, so let's see. So 29. Yes.
31. Because you have to add
alright.
two from the rage. And then I will make a second attack. This attack, the radiant damage will.
Sorry. Yep.
And it's an 18 for 33 points of damage.
All right. Yes, that is going to certainly. Oh.
Do they have armor?
Yeah.
They do not have armor. No. They
So
seem
would
to
I
be
add my
creatures-
d12s? Okay.
Not in this case. Well, it's an elemental. It's made of water, so like, I don't see how shark teeth would do more damage necessarily.
Sure. Up to you, man.
Flashes more of the water away from it. That's the reason I got.
It says natural armor actually, so.
Oh, then he has armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then that was me.
All right. So Grazak, you are restrained and you are unable to breathe. Unless you can breathe water.
No, I cannot. So
Let's see. What do we have for drowning?
Yeah, I think it takes a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier.
Constitution, yeah. So we've got a while yet. It's not too much of an issue yet, but you probably don't want to stay too long.
Let me get free of this thing.
At the start of each of the elementals' turns. Okay, so you don't take any immediate damage. So you can attempt to escape if you want, or try to attack it.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And what would it be to escape?
Is a DC 15 strength.
I will try to do
Also,
that.
escape DC 14.
Strength or athletics?
It's escape DC, so you can use athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
Yep.
I will use athletics.
Alright, so you manage to expel yourself from the water.
That is my turn.
Take a deep breath, and Everall.
First off, I'm going to use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon over here.
Of course.
So at 23 for 8 force damage.
Alright, yes, that's definitely going to strike and strike hard.
Mm-hmm. How good are you at escaping?
Yeah, not that good. But if we can use acrobatics, I have a better chance.
You can.
So I should be fine, boss.
Okay. No. First off, I'm gonna try to pull you out of there.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I don't.
It was a noble effort.
But yeah, well, it's not a strength save. It's an athletics check.
No, it's a strength check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it's the same for me. So.
Okay.
Alright. Very noble of you, but I take it that uses up the rest of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gak.
Yes. First of all, we have a redemption from
Ooh.
Xilium. A cheers. So.
Hey, cheers, Renee.
Skull.
Oh, God.
And how high is the roof next to me?
That it is several stories high. The stable is probably the lowest roof there. It's like only about 3 meters, 4 meters high, maybe.
Okay.
The other building is
four
you're looking at like
meeting,
10 meters or so. It's like 3 stories.
Okay. In difficult terrain, I can fly 25 feet.
Yep.
Would that be enough to perch on the roof? I don't want to keep flying in this weather, but
you could probably get to this corner, or maybe this one.
yeah, this one will do. From here, I have vision of the elementals.
I would say because of this tree, like you could hit the one that's around Zardos, and but the tree is in the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, the one near Zardos. Okay, so I will cast my Hunter's Mark on that one.
Alright, so you're no longer concentrating on that other spell, right?
Yeah, because I could only use it on one attack.
Right.
So it would have ended anyway. But now I will concentrate on my Hunter's Mark.
Yes. Alright.
And I start shooting this one using my sharpshooter ability to try and aim for the weak spots. Not that he probably has any. But
nice.
Yes.
That's a 19.
So it
For
and your Hunter's Mark damage?
Yeah, that's the 2 on the side, so 22 piercing damage in total.
Wait, oh, that is the Hunter's Mark. Okay, yep.
Yes.
That's your first attack? Oh, sorry, that's half those, so plus.
And that's my second, which misses,
The
I guess.
second
7.
does miss, yes. Alright, so that's your turn, right?
Yes.
Ayu, you find yourself being tossed and turned inside this water elemental, unable to breathe.
Athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
That is correct.
Try acrobatics.
Alright. Yes,
21.
you agilely managed to escape the grip of this creature, landing outside in the doorway.
Do I still have a bonus action?
You still have a bonus action, and you still have a move action.
I'm going to do something that I forgot I could do for a while now. Use my spirit totem, and I'm gonna make a hawk.
Alright, this is your healing spirit totem. So we need some kind of, I guess, something to resemble it.
If you want, you can just put like a little dot down. That's
Where
fine.
do you want to put it?
Right there.
Right there, perfect. And I will just set this up so that you can actually move it.
And since it's my hawk spirit that I'm summoning,
Yep.
everybody gets advantage on wisdom saves and attacks against any creature within 30 feet of that thing.
Advantage on wisdom, perception.
Yeah, wisdom perception. My bad.
Right.
And attacks against these 2 creatures.
Oh, wow, that is very useful.
No check required. I forgot I had it until now.
Alright, it is, however, the elementals. Let's see. So, this one is going to move up into Grozak's square, but at the moment you are not grappled by it. It just is able to share the square with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to try and slam against you.
Yes.
Wow, that is low damage. And a second time, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
So you're thrashed about, taking a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Zardes, you are in the grip of this thing. It has advantage against you, correct?
I was reckless anyhow. So.
Yes, and you're restrained. So it's going to try and slam you about. Ooh, a crit. That hurt. That hurt.
15 damage. Jeez.
Yep, and a second slam is a 21 for 11, down to 5.
Yeah.
However, it is now your
I'm
turn.
not feeling that good, but that enrages me only more. So I will once again attack. Yeah, well, recklessly doesn't matter. I have advantage or not advantage. It's all evens out. I try to kill this guy. So I look at him and I say, well, what do we have here?
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Well, you
Gurgle,
say that
gurgle.
in Aquan, or?
Yeah, in Aquan. What do we have here? Then I attack him twice. Great weapon master.
Alright.
Do I
That's a
hear
miss.
him say that?
That is a miss, but you have one more attack, fortunately.
Okay, one more attack, it means I can say one more thing, and I say, I almost didn't see you there. And
Alright, that's it. We're killing
I go
Zardes.
for it. I missed again. Damn the puns. Damn the puns. Oh,
That's your
someone
punishment
help
for the
Zardes.
why, Omon? It's
Time
all
to
your
redeem.
fault.
Time to redeem, guys, watching.
Oh,
I think folks, they need your help. Alright,
Can
Grozak.
I
Yep.
have one request from everybody watching? Can we just give Zardes disadvantage on everything?
What?
That pun deserves retribution.
Oh dear.
all I'm gonna say is I really want everyone to get out of those water elementals.
I can imagine that, but let's see what Grozek does.
I will. The Stone Slicer, was that magical?
Sorry?
Stone Slicer. That's the
Oh,
glaive.
it is. It is indeed.
Yes.
I don't even know if this thing can be knocked prone, but fine. Attack 1.
Alright, so you will have disadvantage, but an 18 is definitely a hit. So you deal a total of 16 points of damage.
Yes, and you need to make it a strength saving throw.
Oh, really?
Yes, or be knocked prone.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's a water elemental, but it can still be knocked prone.
It becomes a pool.
It's sort of like sharing a square. We'll roll and see what happens. It is kind of strong. It is not
No,
kind
it's
of
not.
strong. Okay, so at the moment that would cancel. I mean, no, you still have disadvantage because you are restrained.
No. How am I restrained?
Yeah, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't.
Oh no, you weren't. You weren't. So that's correct.
You
sorry.
just said I share your thing, so
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. He only just went into your square. So yes, you knock him down. So indeed, you didn't have disadvantage to start with, and secondly, you have a second attack.
I do.
In which case, you do get advantage because he is prone, and in the radius of this spirit thing anyway. So, which I forgot about.
And then we add a smite width of level 1.
I did a quick check on the spirit thing,
Okay.
and I had to use my reaction to give advantage on it.
Oh, okay, right.
So
Not as
another-
powerful as I
A
stated before.
27 still hits. So that's
17 damage.
17 damage. Whoa. Fully magical, yes. It seems to be less dense than it was a few moments ago. Would you like to move, or are you staying there?
He gets attack opportunity when I leave, so.
All right.
Oh wait.
Everall.
Okay. There is a storm brewing, right?
The storm is here. Not brewing. It's definitely here.
Yeah, I mean, it's over us.
Yes.
Okay. I think I will take control of it.
Okay, as the spell fails, you can't accommodate the close size of height.
We got another redemption, by the way.
Oh.
DM advantage from Horma.
Very nice, thank you very much.
You
What?
bastard.
I will
You
be sure
betrayed
to
us.
play that.
I am at
okay.
half my hit points.
Creating
I'll
a new
fix
one.
that.
So yes. Alright, so yes, an additional D10. However, I would remind you that everyone except for Ayu and Everal and Gak is still in water, but maybe not in direct contact. But Grozek and Zardas are in water, and you're calling down lightning.
I see no problems with this plan.
I see no problems with this.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Kill them.
And I will call it down
It's
over.
done now.
But
Yeah,
it's only
I'll call it
only
down
5
over
feet radius.
Oh well, yeah, but come on, electricity travels in water.
The whole world is going to get ripped by it.
What
Let's
man
see.
kills entire
Yeah.
town with one spell?
That would be
Absolutely.
awesome. That would be awesome.
And we got a second redemption from Horma, a party potion. They'll need this.
I think so too. Let's see.
I'm a
Fire
walking
Frost
potion,
Element.
I swear.
Why is there no lightning effects? Oh well, fuck it. We'll just. Sorry, where are you striking down? There. Okay. All right. So it's 29 damage plus an additional D10 because.
Oh no,
took-
I already calculated the D10.
Okay. All right. So this guy takes must make a. Do they
Dex.
get a
Dex
save? Dex save. All right. And Zardas and Grozek, why don't you give me a Dex save just in case?
Just in case.
Well, there's no just in case of it.
By the way, doesn't the elemental get disadvantage on his save because he's prone?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he has 6, so he's fully affected. Alright, so Grazak and Zardas, you're going to take half damage, and the last water elemental is also going to take half damage.
I take quarter damage.
Very
And
good.
of them.
Because
So let's
I'm a
see.
Dragonborn, resistant lightning.
Very nice.
Oh,
Zardas,
dragon.
however, is not
feeling good.
feeling good. Yes, you see that you strike down with this lightning, and it just like floods out into the water.
20 feet away.
It does. That's
It
why you
does.
only were taking half damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good.
Gak, unless Everil, sorry, you can still use your spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
the water elemental isn't down yet?
Nope.
Wow. Then I will, of course, use my bonus action to try to strike it again.
I will give you advantage on that.
Alright, I just realized I have damage resistance to acid too, but we'll play that from now on. Okay, yes, a 20 will hit for 4 force damage. And now it is Gak's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
You were very glad you weren't standing in that water anymore.
Yes, apparently. Well, I have a view of the guy that's swallowing Zadas, so I will keep shooting at him, and he's also marked anyway by my spell. Again, doing my best to aim for whatever kind of weak spot an elemental has.
Okay.
I guess the 23 hits,
The 23 will hit,
and
yes.
the 12, no.
The
Or
12 is a miss.
okay, so then that's 22 damage, and if it's halved,
Down to
11.
Yeah. It seems to be like you can actually see that the water's starting to recede a bit as you damage these foes. And anything else?
No, I'm sitting there in a safe position, so.
All right. So, Ayu, you have just barely managed to jump out of the water in time. What do you want to do?
Well, I just saw that happen, and I'm about to do something very stupid.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna go into the water.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to get here.
Yep.
I see you not getting the same space as my Hawk Spirit, even though it doesn't matter. I just don't want to overlap on that thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Zardas
Okay.
at max level.
Yep.
Thank you.
You stick your hand in the torrent of water and manage to pour the spirits of nature through his body, revitalizing it for 21 hit points of restoration.
Nice. Thank you.
But you have now placed yourself in the way of the water elementals.
Yep. Ayu walks over. She's rubbing her hands. It's like, remember your homeland and fight hard for your people. And just touches them, just like on the bicep.
It is now their turns. Let's see if they have a recharge here.
This is where I get crushed.
The first one does not recharge. The second one does. Let's start here.
Drama.
It's going to envelop let's see, layer. We'll put that in the back so it's easy to see you guys. Right, so it's going to use Whelm as it envelops you guys. So you must make a DC 15 strength saving throw. Alright, Ayu, you are not affected, and neither is Grazak. It tries to bash you and overwhelm you, but its efforts went in vain. The last one, however, has advantage against Zardas, and it is going to try and thrash him about. Yes, of course. A 25 is a hit for 13 bludgeoning, and the second slam also a hit for another 17 bludgeoning. So halved down to 15 total, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh. That
14. Okay.
Right. However, it's now Zardos' turn. And they sort of like say in Aquan, like, "Oh, Hydra will have you."
I'm sticking to my guns here, and I will keep a Great Weapon Master, this ammo FO. There I go.
I'll give you advantage on your first attack.
Well,
Yeah, well,
right now you've moved. Is this thing supposed to be under you still?
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I've just moved to this side,
I mean,
so I can.
it doesn't matter because
Okay.
they have advantage on me
And you have
already, so
disadvantage.
I might as well be reckless. So it's just a normal attack.
Okay. If you don't want to.
No, I mean I could use it. It's fine. It's still a normal attack. I can do better than. Okay, here we go. I'm class. Jeez.
Of a
And-
class 3, that is a definite miss.
Yeah, I can imagine
You
that.
swing the axe around, it narrowly clips like.
No!
If Ayu did not have horns, Ayu might have taken a big chunk. But
I lost
no.
a horn. Damn it!
You try, but as strong as you are, just this torrent of water, you know the water will eventually wear anyone down.
It's my hubris.
It is. Grazek, however, is.
Now I'm lopsided.
Sorry, this guy is not prone anymore.
No, he moved.
Yeah, he got up, so. But he is in front of you.
Oh, wait. I'm flanking, aren't I?
You are.
Do I have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Get him.
Alright, so the acid is half, but the slashing does full damage, so that is definitely a hit. So that is a minus 17. It's barely holding itself together, and it has to make a strength saving throw to avoid being knocked prone again.
Ooh, belly.
Which it barely makes, yes. However, I believe you have a second attack.
Yeah.
For another
Okay.
50 damage.
So you slice Stone Slicer, ironically, through this water, and you just see it dissolve into this puddle, and it is no more.
Well done. Well done.
And Everil, it is your turn.
Yes. First off, I will use my bonus action to put the mighty hammer up there. I do not hit. God damn it. And then I will. Let's see what I can do. Let's try a Word of Radiance again.
Oh. Alright, so Constitution saving through. Who knows? Maybe they're not tough.
They are.
Maybe they are.
Can't say where the road goes.
Is that all of your moves?
So yeah,
Somebody
that's
give
it.
this man a disadvantage.
In which
Hit
case
me with it.
you are finished
Yeah.
for this round at least. Alright, Gak, on the roof.
Right. Yeah, I'll just keep shooting.
Okay, so...
That's a 20 and a 23.
Yeah, they both hit. Let's see. So with those combined attacks, you managed to wear it down. And let's see. Yeah, you are able to basically take the last of it, and Zardos, you're expelled. And as you destroy these creatures, the water recedes completely as fast as it came.
Yay! And I fly down.
Damn creatures, put to shame by my own element. I think Poseidon is angry somehow.
Not Poseidon.
You think so?
Probably the water elemental cultists.
Well, yeah. sounded like they were shouting that same name from the keep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all Hydra. That's thing.
If anything's artists, this should make you want to smash their faces in even more. They were too cowardly to come do it themselves.
Absolutely. I shall
And
have
they
no
put-
rest until these cults are destroyed.
And they put civilians in danger. To boot.
Sure, that's also important.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Alright, so you guys, however, a little bit battered and bruised, emerge victorious from this reprisal of what could only be the water cult. You can see that the people in the tavern sort of move forward to sort of like gather around and see what has happened here, and thank you for your efforts. You guys have been previously shouting everyone in the tavern anyway, but Kaylessa, the innkeeper, insists that you guys have, avoided incalculable damage that could have wrecked the inn, and she insists that you guys get up to a month's worth of credit at the inn. Not for drinks, but for actual board, room and board.
Wonderful. Thank you, Miss.
Kaylessa. Yes, well, if it was not for the actions of what you have done, we would be, all of us, swimming tonight.
Yes, leave the swimming to Zardas.
I got a grilled cheese. That made me hungry.
Yes, Lemura, the priestess of Soon, is sort of smirking at that comment. So you guys, it's quite late now, considering the fact that the Harburg has conducted an investigation, and you guys have it's pretty close to midnight. So a lot of patrons are not risking anything anymore now that there's a lull in the storm. They're going to try and make it home. Is there anything you guys want to do tonight, or are you ready for some well-earned rest?
I sleep.
Yeah. I will attune with my bracers of archery. I
Hey.
hadn't had a chance yet.
Very good.
And then I'll sleep.
Yes. That's not an issue. In fact, it can be done as a part of your long rest.
Yeah.
So, you guys last were given some information regarding a place known as where did it go? Scarlet Moon Hall.
Yeah, that's what we
This
want.
was the information that you managed to get out of the fellow you guys interrogated in front of the drow and her party by using a potion of diminution to shrink him. And am I right in assuming that is the next step you guys would like to take? From what you've understood, a group of druids have been putting out the word that they're going to conduct a ritual at Scarlet Moon Hall, which is aimed at restoring the balance of nature to this region, which has been plagued by strange weather, of which you have most recently witnessed. So you guys have gotten in a long rest, and I'll switch us over, unless there's anything in particular you guys want to do in the Swinging Sword. I'll switch over to the Redlark map, or if you're ready to leave, maybe even the world map itself. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the town?
Leave.
Yeah, I think leaving is in the order.
All right then, let's move us over to the Desaran Valley, and we have in the vicinity, I should probably mark out where you have been told that this place is. And that would be here. Layer, token layer. Oops.
Scarlet Moon. Okay, nice.
You know, everything seems to be in that one area. I think we should just never leave that general area. We'll just find all the cultists
We
ourselves.
should just raise everything to the ground.
Yeah.
The somber eels must die.
We also got some feedback on the Veil of Dancing Waters, right? On what that was?
You did?
Or not? Didn't we? No, I might be wrong.
What feedback would that be?
Yeah, I thought I recognized the name, but I might have just seen it on
This
the
was
map then.
a cascading sort of section running out of the hills into the Disarm Village.
Yeah, I think we just went by there.
Although you guys didn't really investigate it.
Yeah,
or hit,
right. Yes.
but it's certainly a landmark you are familiar with.
Well,
No, let's head to Scarlet Moon Hall, I would say.
Okay, via which way would you like to take?
probably the large path and then
large
drop
path
off.
and then go through this pass over here or whatever that is.
All right, yes, it's really just into the hills. So you guys, let's see. I will. Why not? Not quite. All right, so you guys head out in the morning. I guess like an hour or two after sunup. You each have a fill of a hearty breakfast provided to you at the Swinging Sword, and head on out into the Sumber Hills. So you guys can feel free to move your token on the map. I believe you've got control. Yes. And as you near this place, let's see. I think I have a handout.
Let's hand it out.
That's right. Well, that's the wrong chapter. This one would be the one. So, here we go. And we'll make this larger for our viewers. And what you should be able to see is like this tower in the distance. It looks like it's fallen to disrepair, but has recently seen some. I mean, there's one tower that's intact. Clearly, there were greater ruins than this. It appears to have been a larger fortification, much in the same way as the Sacred Stone Monastery and Riverguard Keep. But Ayu, as a druid yourself, you can make me a, let's see, I guess, history check with advantage.
Yeah, give me one moment. My browser.
Which handout am I looking at?
You didn't see it?
I don't know. Yeah, I was clicking a bit around. Somewhere or?
Yeah, it should be under player handouts for chapter 3.
Chapter 3, okay.
Scarlet Moon Hall. I should be able to.
And that's called Scarlet Moon Hall. Yeah, okay, thanks. The picture. Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
And Firefox has crashed.
Okay, there is a giant fiery golem. That's not good.
Well,
It's not
one
good.
can never say that from that picture whether or not you guys see that. Let's see, Scarlet Moon Hall.
Was it a
I don't know.
It
It
was
was like
just a bonfire or something.
Yeah, you see it in the distance. In any case, this sort of bonfire. And it is
Oh yeah, I hadn't really
hard to
zoomed in on
spot
it.
from as you approach, but I would like to know how you do approach. And Eric, do you want me to roll for Ayu, perhaps?
Please.
How dark is it? It's noon or something, right?
Yeah. So it's not going to be so much of an issue right now.
Okay, what's the idea here, guys? Why did we come here? To investigate or to slaughter?
Definitely investigate.
Knowing our group, probably both.
Mm-hmm.
In which
Um,
order are we going to do this?
We should investigate
That's
first.
optional, the order.
We should investigate first. If these are druids, they can at least serve some purpose in combating the elemental nature that is the other cults. If only a handful of them. We might have to murder most of them.
So we kill everyone except one.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Sounds like a plan.
But what I'm saying is, should we approach silently and ambush them, or do you want to go there and try to speak with them?
It might be best to speak with them.
Okay.
If they're respectful druids, they shouldn't have any quarrel with us if we don't endanger anything.
But weren't they related to the fire cult?
That was told to us.
Yes, you were told by a water cultist.
Okay.
That the fire cult is active there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then,
let's not be too hasty because that could have just been a mislead just so we get rid of something that's troubling them. It could be that these people have the same goals as us and they're just being as a patsy, if that is
Okay.
anything.
True.
Alright, so let's see. So yeah, what is the approach you guys want to take? Openly, scouting using stealth, or going in axes swinging?
I think it might be best if Gak is in the shadows while the rest of us approach openly.
Well, shadows and shadows. I mean, you guys, there are hills to hide behind. Don't forget either to that you guys have fully rested.
I'm guessing also some trees, or is it really just bare hills?
The Saran hills are. It's mostly scrub. Not really.
Okay.
Okay, Ayu,
open
what about
forest.
you transform in something small and flying and go there and see what the situation is?
Are you cannot fly?
I
you
cannot
cannot
shift
fly?
into birds yet. The
Okay, what
spirits
about
have
you
not gifted me with that.
transform in something small and scuttle there and see what's going on?
Are you
Like a rat?
Are you back in?
No.
No.
Sorry, Firefox is freaking out and on fire.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll roll a history check for you.
Please do.
With advantage. So 15. What you think? You think it's a little odd that druids should be gathering, or at least rebuilding, a stone structure. It's not a natural structure. Gathering in a ruin is one thing because it could be significant of the conquest of nature over civilization. However, you think it's quite odd that they should be gathering in a place where something's being rebuilt, like not like to the point where it's like, this is fucking weird, but it's definitely out of sorts for your peeps.
Yeah. We definitely should not, in any circumstances, get rid of our weapons, though, because that is raising some alarms for me. Not many, but just precautionary stuff.
Yeah. Another thing to point out is that there is this smoky haze that renders the area lightly obscured. And as you get closer, you can see the tower lurking in the distance. You can't make out all the details, especially the closer you get. It gets more hazy. However, and like when you look up through the haze, you see like just this bright spot of where the sun is, and but we can.
Is there any druidic markings as we move up?
Well, I'd like to know just like how we're gonna do this first. We have a map, and I'll put you guys on the map, at the base of the map. Let's see. So you should be right down the bottom, and then we'll figure out the order of like where you guys are coming in. But what it appears to be is you can see along the hillside a number of campsites with fires burning, like bonfires, which would indicate to you that they could be used for druidic purposes. But you said you would like to change into some kind of animal and approach.
Zardas asked me to, so I could. A rat would do, I would imagine, or whatever I think is small that would fit into this area.
All right. Well, I do not have a rat token prepared at present. We could use no.
Well, you can use her token. I mean, it's still her.
Yeah, we'll just use your token. So you can move yourself up this path if you want.
Yeah, alright. My Firefox stopped being on fire, so I should pop back into the row 20 here in a moment.
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Firefox? Technical difficulties, everybody. Welcome to Fumbles and Fame.
Yeah, I mean that tends to be the thing. More fumbles than fame. But yeah, we'll see. So up ahead, at least you guys in the distance, you can give me a perception check while we're waiting.
A perception check. What is it today? What is it today?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Zardas has been a bit preoccupied by his maybe you're taking it a little bit too hard on yourself. Last night's battle.
Yeah.
Maybe you got distracted by the priestess or something. Who knows? You were tired from the dance of the Seven Sharks. But Everall, you can clearly see these series of campfires. The slope itself is quite steep, and where you see pathways, that's easy enough to walk. But any of the sort of like darker brown areas are considered difficult terrain. But immediately, well, visible through the haze that covers the hill is a square tower ringed by ruined walls. In front of the tower burns a bonfire shaped like a fiery giant, and scattered on the slope below the tower are 7 bonfires with tents clustered around them. Humanoid figures huddle near these close fires, and a trail leads up the hillside to these encampments. And Everall, at least, you can see from this distance that at the closest one, there are 4 robed humans, 2 male and female, that chant as they stand around a bonfire. On the periphery, you can also see 2 massive elk that are just placidly chewing on the growth in the hills. How are we going, Eric?
I should be loading into the roll 20 now. Waiting for the map to load now.
Yeah.
So, you know how we were going against the fire cult guys? They used a spell on my computer.
It's the firewall.
Yeah, firewall. I knew Firefox would turn on me someday.
Do we have to start with the fire pants now?
I mean, we've already been on fire. Pretty good at this.
I mean, we are on Twitch. We are going pretty strong with Wyomon puns.
Are we?
Yeah. You aren't following that?
No, I don't stay logged in on the Twitch while in session.
There is a hell of a lot of horrible puns going on, so
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it open this time either.
don't be so silly. Oh my god. Wyoming, you get disadvantage.
Yep. Is this person in a game anytime this week?
I don't know.
Because I will make it my goal to give them disadvantage every few minutes.
I think it's
Isn't-
great. Another one.
Isn't Wyomon Gavin or Jay. I don't remember which one.
I never watch our streams.
Oh, burn!
Oh.
So that would be Kevin.
Come
No,
on.
I was just kidding about the punishment. You deserve that.
I don't see any redemption here.
Oh
So.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I have my
Come on,
advantage
come
to
on.
use at my leisure. So, Eric, still loading.
Yep. Roll 20 is taking forever for some reason.
All right, I will move your character forward, and we'll assume you're in what, rat form.
Yeah, rep form.
So as you approach these four chanting figures, for sure for you, it's unmistakable that these are actually druids. They're chanting in druidic, the language that is secret amongst your kind, and it appears to be a celebration of sorts, to beg a boon of nature that something that's going to happen in the near future goes well. But they don't seem to necessarily have noticed you right now.
Yeah, I'll just I'm on the map now. It's loaded.
Okay, great. So you should have control of your character again. The rest of you, I assume you're a couple of how far away are you? I'm guessing I need to check the. Oh my god!
So yeah, I think
We are losing viewers because of this.
they can join the fun. Yeah, we are like I think. Do we have a place where we can hide while she's doing this?
Yes, you guys can keep a distance and
Yeah.
use the haze to your advantage.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Like we'll stay. I don't know. Is 60 feet enough, or is it too near?
60 feet, that's like 20 meters. So, I mean, yeah, in the haze, it would at least give you guys advantage. So you can give me some stealth checks to see how unnoticed you guys are.
Just lay down in a straight line and act like a log.
Also,
stealth check.
Also, Jay, your token is still wounded from yesterday. You might need to manually it might not. Is it tied to you? Is it on your character sheet still at 24 hit points?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can fix that.
Done. Fix it.
Okay. Yeah, but I need to. No, it's not cooperating in any case. All right, great. So yes. What have we got? Stealth checks, please.
Come on, guys, pass it.
All right. Zardas and Everald so far. Yep. Gak is invisible.
Hey, look who's going to roll natural one.
Not natural.
You do stick out like a sore thumb, but with the guidance of Zardas and Everald, Gak, you flying or are you with the rest of them?
No. That flying sounds like it would be tough to sneak. For now, I'll stay in the bushes.
Yeah. So you guys are in the scrub. You sort of like have this haze. It's slightly more difficult to breathe for those of you that need to, but not to the point where it's going to affect you directly. But yes, Grazek, you're about to sort of like trip and fall, but Gak just pulls you back and guides you into a safer position to observe as Ayu in rat form approaches these druids. Ayu,
Right,
what do you do?
I'm just gonna take kind of like a berth around these groups and just kind of like listen in on each of the the outlying groups. So like this one over here, this one down here,
All right, so
and this one over here, just to see if I can't hear them say something that might like indicate that they have poor intent.
okay, can you just start moving up then to each camp as you approach them?
Yeah. So I'm probably going around kind of like in this angle.
Have you gone to this camp first, or are you going back to it?
That's going to be the last camp I hit since it's the closest to the group. So
Okay.
once I hit it, I can just like swivel around and go back to the group, or figure things out from there.
Okay. So as you approach this second camp, what you see is two rugged humans sitting near a large bonfire. They're sparsely dressed and rather hairy men. They seem... Well, you can give me an insight check.
I think I'm good at insight. Please pass me. Make me good at insight. Thank you, pass me.
It's well enough to see that they seem to be a little bit on edge and seem to be glancing in the direction of the other camps. But they, strangely enough, are not really speaking to each other. They seem the gruff, rugged kind. I mean, they dressed... The thing that strikes you as odd is that they don't seem to be armed. Which is not all that weird if they were druids, but they don't strike you necessarily as druids either.
Could it be possible that they're apprentices? Do they have the look of like someone under apprenticeship?
You just think they look unusual with your insight. Your gut feeling doesn't tell you more than that.
All right. I'll try to take a peek inside of each of these tents to see if there's maybe someone else in them, like maybe sleeping or what have you.
No, they don't seem to be hiding anyone else from what you can tell. I'd like you to give me a stealth check with advantage as well, just so we
Okay.
we have some indication. Great, 21. All right.
21.
You're pretty much able to move through this area without any problems, and also as a rat with a climb speed, you don't really have any trouble moving. So which camp would you like to visit next? Unless you want to do
this one over
something
here.
else there. Okay.
No, they seem to just be minding their own business, so I'm not going to try to even test my luck against them. If they
Alright.
do have some form of detection against this, I don't want to be in like close proximity in case they do notice.
Yeah. A half-elf woman here is dressed in robes, while her three companions, a human woman and two human men, are dressed in rugged clothing and breastplates. The three in armor cook foods on kebabs at their bonfire.
What kind of armor is it?
A breastplate.
Is it metal?
Come on, guys.
I can't see what's going on, but I'm intrigued.
Yes, they are made of metal.
Those aren't druids.
You can give me an insight check.
At least know the guys in metal armor aren't druids. No respectable druid would wear a metal breastplate. Just ornamentation.
They seem to be dressed to look like rangers, but noticeably their conversations, which don't really reveal too much, but they are in common, not in druidic.
Right.
And it's sort of small talk, like, you know, Bjart, pass me the kebab.
Kebab.
So, well, they're eating kebabs.
Nice.
Shish kebabs, I assume.
And marshmallows.
Probably not marshmallows.
Or kebab with extra garb.
They don't look like druids to you, for sure. And
they're probably posers.
The armor itself is definitely like made of iron. And you can
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna check the two small tents. I'm just gonna check the big tent before moving on to the northern camp up here.
Okay. So, I mean, you find the kind of things that you would expect for the most part. However, you do. Well, you can give me an investigation check.
Oh no, I don't think I'm too good at. I'm okay at them apparently.
Not bad. So amongst their things, in rooting around in they're like, I guess they've got bedrolls in there, some backpacks and things. You can see some additional armor. The strangely shaped helmets and goggles. And the closer you got to, like, you can give me a perception check on top of that.
All right, a lot of checks.
Yeah.
Making me scared. Surprise, Hellhound?
It's a bit hard to tell. They look quite like rugged types, you could say. Even the half elf. But you see that amongst their stuff there is a number of necklaces, and they have a particular symbol. They're just made of iron. And where is the symbols? This is the symbol that it is shaped as.
Right. I'll kind of try to like nab one of the symbols and just drag it out somewhere in like the surrounding area and just stash it in a bush, so that I can come collect it.
There's a bush over here, so you can do that.
Yeah, just drag it out, stash it there, and if there's nothing else, I'll just start moving around.
All right. As you come up to the top of, it's the side of the hill here. What you can see is, let's see, that I'm on the wrong bloody map. Fire. So this bonfire is a little smaller than the others. An elf woman in robes plays a fiddle as two sprites dance around the smoke above the fire. And they are quite small and might notice you, so I'm going to at least give them a perception check.
Oh no. Oh no. Damn pixies!
So one of them just comes over and says, "Oh look, it's a rat!"
Squeak! I'm just gonna like stand up on my hind legs and just like scratch my face and just stare at him.
And you see the druid takes notice, and casts speak with animals on you.
And you notice that their shish kebab was made of rats.
No, they don't have any shish kebab.
Okay.
Rat kebabs.
But she's like, "Hello there, little fellow." But the question is whether or not this spell actually works, because it only works on creatures of the animal type. Your type has not changed, right?
Do I notice her cast this spell at least?
Yeah, I think it is. No, she's now a beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's definitely a druid.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll with it and try to make it look like it worked. Hello.
Well, I mean, you can't speak. It won't work.
It won't. Oh.
Well,
I'm just gonna.
You are in animal form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say it works. Yep. She's like, "What is a rat doing out here?"
Food, cheese.
Cheese? I don't have any cheese. And do you have any cheese flicks? No, I don't have any cheese.
Friends have cheese?
I could give you a good berry. It's very num.
Good berry?
You're remarkably intelligent for a rat. Normally I don't get such complex replies.
If a rat could sweat, I'd be sweating right now.
Can rats not sweat? I don't know.
Normally
They
things
can.
with fur don't sweat, can they?
They can.
They can through their paws.
Right.
Sweating through my paws.
Here we go. Fumbles, fame, and science. My name is Garina. What's yours?
Scrog?
Oh, that sounds almost like a kobold name.
I mean,
Just gonna
rats,
tilt my head a
kobolds.
What's the
It's all,
difference? Am I
it's
right?
all vermin.
Whoa. I'll remember that.
You should watch out for the hill because there's going to be a ritual up there tonight.
What?
Oh, you know bad weather?
I'm just gonna start shaking my head. Like nodding.
Oh, that is very strange. Never
Weather
mind.
bad. Lot of wind. Rain. Not good for Burrow.
Have you been trained by scented beans before? What
Yeah.
is it?
Used to I'm gonna start kind of like making like a little like ball kind of thing and just start juggling. Just like the animation
make
juggle.
make a deception check with
Oh
advantage.
boy.
16?
Oh, that explains it. Still,
Master used to give me cheese.
yes, I'm sorry. There is no cheese here, and in fact, we're all vegan.
No, it's worse than that.
Yeah, okay, let's kill them all.
That seals the deal.
Me what?
We don't make cheese. But Aphid and Flix, maybe they have some of their food. It's special. Do you like fermented apples and mushrooms?
What's that?
Would you like to try?
Oh boy.
Do I out of character think that'd be a bad idea?
You're pretty sure. Well, I guess you can make an Arcana or a Nature check.
Nature, where are you? 12?
Well, I mean, they are Fae, and they are known for one thing, making mischief, but also Fae food is known to have abnormal effects. It could be hallucinogenic. It could be that it changes you into something you're not normally. It could put you into sleep for a century. It's quite unpredictable.
You know, sleeping for a century sounds nice.
Mm.
Until like you start sleeping, and then like an hour and a half later, it's like, or 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I turn into a person? Oh.
She says to Flix, in do you understand Sylvan?
Yes.
All right. So she says to Flix and Sylvan, would you be willing to share some of your food with this creature? No, it's our food. Now, we've spoken about this, about sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. So
Sharing is
I'm going to make a roll here to see if the sprite is in a sharing mood.
You know, when I woke up earlier, I never thought I'd be convincing people as a rat. pretending to be Skroak, the juggling rat.
It's mine! Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rat. It seems all I can offer you is a good berry. She offers out a good berry if you want.
I'll take it.
No. So it would restore 1 hit point, but you do feel extremely full. Like
Perfect.
You've eaten all that you could today.
I'm gonna kind of like wave with my little rat paw and start to slowly scamper away unless they stop me.
They're not going to stop you now.
I'm going to scamper away and remember to mark that down in my journal of what the fuck has happened to me.
Alright, so you're heading off towards the top of the hill?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like go around the front part of this structure and make my way to this camp and see what I don't see inside of there.
Alright.
So I'm gonna kind of like stop here, peek in,
So
and
really,
if I don't see anything.
this is up on the rise, so it's a little hard to see. You do see 2 robed druid-like figures standing at the precipice of the hill.
Right.
Let's see, that's H2. So what you see here is like beyond the ruins of walls ringing the keep's central tower is a courtyard cluttered with tents. A humanoid-shaped wicker giant, 2 stories tall, burns brightly here, and 2 figures in robes stand near the wicker giant, their heads lowered in prayer. The tower is under repair with wooden scaffolding some 30 feet high stretching across the east and west sides, and lanterns hang from struts and poles attached to the woodworks. 2 guards with crossbows watch the courtyard from scaffolding to the west. Rubble chokes a wide doorway, likely once the main entrance on the tower's south side. So it looks like you cannot gain entrance into the tower by the actual door, but would have to use the scaffolding to access at a higher point.
Right.
The figures praying are not praying in Druidic. Do you have any of the elemental languages? That would be Indian.
I have and Aran.
You have Infernal and Orin. Okay. So
I picked it up because of Gak and I wanted to talk to him in his
Yeah.
tongue.
It's a dialect related to Orin. You're having trouble understanding and making out the words. But you do not think you know enough about the elemental languages that you think it's Ingen, the elemental language of fire, which isn't like so outrageously unusual that a druid might know it. It is a bit suspicious.
Right.
And beyond that, like you think if you do approach them on the top of the hill, it's going to be a lot harder to sneak than it is just sort of like sticking to what you have been doing.
I don't think I'm gonna push my luck. It's too dangerous. If I get caught in there, I'm basically goner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna keep to scouting the outside camps. Too risky for me.
Yeah, fair enough. So let's see. You start heading. Oh, where did you go?
Over here.
Right.
So I'm gonna quickly draw. I'm gonna hit this camp, move to this camp, hit that camp, retrieve the necklace, and return to my friends.
Okay. So at this camp, you see. Let's see. That is G7. This is far more suspicious. You can. I need a perception check from you,
Okay.
and I need to also.
See if I can beat my passive perception. I'm at my passive perception. Goals. Goals.
Yeah, you have done very well. So what you see is that amongst the tents here, there are 3 bugbears. They are the fringe camp has 3 bulky figures standing near the fire, their robes, hoods pulled up. But you see 2 wargs at rest at the edge of the firelight. And yes, as you near close by, you see that they are indeed bugbears, not humans. And they're sort of like communicating in a language you're unfamiliar with, unless you know Goblin.
I do not.
No.
I don't speak that trash language.
But rather suspicious. Goblinoids aren't exactly known for respecting nature to that point.
Yeah, this is starting to look like a bunch of posers, except for 1 or 2.
But fortunately, the wargs, the way that the wind is blowing, they haven't caught your scent yet.
Yeah,
But
I'm not going
if
to
you
test
linger, yes, you do get that feeling that you probably don't want to test it.
this. I'm not going to. I'm moving on to this camp.
All right.
Hi, Ragnad. What you doing?
There's some names, all right. So this one, HC6. All right. You see 3 people dozing near the bonfire as the 4th leans on a staff, clearly bored out of his mind. The one that appears to be bored is this one here. Or rather,
The unnamed one.
yes, suspiciously enough. You can give me a perception check.
Boom. 24.
All right. He seems, like I said, very bored out of his mind. He hasn't noticed you. But what you do notice is the glint of something that folds out from underneath his hood for a second, and then he quickly sort of puts it back again. And you think it is the symbol of the water cult. The others appear to, as far as you can tell, surface-wise, judging from these people, they appear to be druids.
Just got advantage redemption for Eric from Xilium.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you, Zillium. I'm probably going to need it. Because this last camp is going to go horribly wrong. There's never a perfect stealth mission.
Not always. So yes, do you want to creep closer, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Get just a little bit closer. See if this guy ain't muttering to himself or something.
I'd like you to give me another stealth check then.
17?
Yeah, you're good. You sneak a bit closer. Yeah, you're quite sure that the other 3 are dressed as druids, and if you look in the tents, you see the correct sort of paraphernalia. Although, since they're at rest and not really speaking at the moment, you can't know for certain because of the language, but
Right.
that would be your best guess.
Okay. As tempted as I am to run over and yank that necklace off this guy's neck and see the other's reaction, I'm gonna hold off on that.
All right.
Because that would be suicidal and stupid. What's going on over here, Big Bear?
Okay. As you approach this camp, you see that 2 human men in robes stand before the bonfire. On the other side of it, leashed to a peg pounded into the ground, is a brown bear. And that is extremely suspicious to you. Because a proper druid would not be keeping an animal in captivity like that. You also... I mean, to you, that's definitely like a big no-no.
Oh, yeah.
The bear itself seems in a miserable condition.
I'm gonna help you, big boy. I'm gonna help you. I'll be right back. Let me go talk to my friends real quick so they know the 5-0. I'll be right back, big boy.
Well, as a
I'm gonna
rat, you're
go.
not really adept at communicating with a brown bear, but so that was just
Yeah,
your
I'm
thought
just
bubble.
yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at this bear like, back for you. You're gonna get your revenge. Let me go tell my friends.
All right, so you're heading back to the others to update them.
Yeah, I'm also gonna retrieve that necklace that I stashed.
Okay, all right, yeah, fair enough. So maybe this has taken you around about a half an hour in total. You return to your friends. Just out of character, quickly. Does anyone need a break? Yes? Alright, so guys, we'll take a quick 3 or 4 minute break and see if we can bring an end to these horrible puns. And
Have they been that
don't go
bad?
away, we'll be back very soon. So, alright, I'm going to pause this now. guys. We're back. Not a long wait at all. Glad to see everyone's still here. So, yes, you have just come down the hill from this Scarlet Moon Hall that you've heard of, investigating the 7 camps set up along the hillside, finding a mixture of what you assume to be genuine druids and some very suspicious swords.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you tell your compatriots? Let's assume you guys are still a good 60 feet away, and I've just moved you onto the edge so that our viewers can see you, since it's a little too close to the edge of the map otherwise.
Yeah.
So I'll come up, and because I have to, I'll draw a wild shape so I can speak to them.
Yeah.
First thing I'll do is I'll hand them the symbol that I found. I found this in their camp, among with other worrisome things. There are definitely druids in that camp, but they are not all druids, and something is up. The main thing that's got me worried is the fact that they're actually holding an animal in captivity against its will, it seems.
Yeah, that's worrying.
They have 2 bugbears, which aren't normally accustomed to caring about the world around.
There were 3
3.
bugbears, yeah.
So while it's not unheard of for goblinoids to change their ways, it is suspicious. And some of them are wearing metal armor, which druids, as you can see, just don't do. It's just not a thing we really do. Adornment, sure, but
So these people are not druids then?
a few of them are.
A few of them are. Now, would anything make you think that they were venerating some kind of evil deity or something?
When I was a rat, one of the ones that I'm pretty sure is a druid, 100%, saw me and spoke with me. Apparently, on the hillside, they're going to be conducting a ritual to do something with the weather.
Something good or something bad with the weather?
I have a feeling it's not going to be very good.
Yeah, I understand your feeling, Ayuma. We need to be sure here. We can't just barge in, slaughter people, and then say, sorry, we were mistaken.
Well, there's a water cultist in there as well.
What kind of cultist?
Water.
Water?
Water. He's probably infiltrated, pretending to be part of their ranks.
All right.
Other things to note, they also have 2 pixies with them.
Why
The pixies seemed about as you'd expect. So they're a wild card. They may or may not work with us. I have no clue. Pixies are weird.
Judging from what Ayu has described, what are the chances of managing these little flyers one by one? Like, if I would attack the first one here, would the guys on the next one hear me automatically, or is there any chance of taking care of one camp before the whole map is aware?
You think that a disturbance, unless it was very quiet, would probably attract the attention of a nearby camp.
One nearby camp, or
certainly this one up on the hill, to the east.
Yeah. We need to save that bear though.
So if we would we'll do that. Imagine that we start from the bugbears. Then would these guys next to them hear us?
The bugbear camp was a little bit further away. It would require certainly a little bit more elegance to sneak up on them in the rocky, difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's not impossible. Certainly not impossible. It's just a case of, from what Ayu has explained, there's a better chance of taking them out without anyone else noticing if you are quick. The main risk is most of these camps are within earshot of each other.
Okay.
You think, for example, if you weren't very quiet and took them out very quickly, you would think that the bugbears attacking the bugbears and wargs would probably attract attention, for example, from the next camp down the hill.
Okay.
Uh,
How many
the one with the water
bows?
cultist.
How many bows, arrows, crossbows did she see? Does everybody there have also a bow?
No. The main groups that were armed, it appeared, the most well armed one was at the third camp that she visited, where they had crossbows, and were wearing breastplates, and then obviously the gnolls.
There were gnolls?
Sorry, not gnolls, bugbears.
Ah, the bugbear, okay.
I'd be
Bugbears,
worried
they
if it
also
was
had,
gnolls.
had bows.
Well, no, they had melee weapons. So definitely the third camp you visited was the most well armed, but if you did anything there, you're pretty sure it would attract attention from the hairy men group and the fairy group.
Yeah. So my concern is that these guys are just trouble. Maybe one or two of them mean well and are probably lured in, but I don't got a good feeling for most of them. If they are pretending to be druids, it could only mean trouble. If they don't know what they're doing.
You didn't get the impression that, like, there were genuine druids there.
Yeah, I'm talking about most of them in general.
Yeah, well, okay.
If that makes sense. I'm
so-
not saying that any one individual isn't a druid. Some of them might have good intent, or just lured under this guise of this is what should happen for the good of blah 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 kind of
The
thing.
greater good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So you weren't told. You mentioned the ritual. What did you hear about that?
It was. I didn't get much. Of course, I was in rat form. Rats aren't the smartest, so I had to kind of downplay everything, so I couldn't ask specific questions. But it was to affect the weather, most certainly. So if it's anything like what we saw in the town, it could be something like that.
You did roll some decent insight. Your overall impression is that the impression, at least, of the druidess that you spoke to was that the ritual would disrupt the strange weather and restore the balance of nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's my best guess, guys.
Okay, then, I mean, honestly, from what you have said, I don't see the reason to just go there and kill them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they sound like good folks then.
I mean, okay, they have a bear tied up for a reason.
Some of them, at least.
Some of them seems fine, yeah. But if we just assault the encampment, we will actually unite the good guys and the bad guys against us. So
yeah,
that's a possibility.
It's up to you guys.
Maybe it's better. Maybe it's
If
better.
they wanna stop the crazy weather, maybe we should introduce ourselves as the heroes who saved Red Lark from the crazy weather.
For example, yeah, maybe better. Like. Let's not be immediately aggressive. Maybe they will explain us also something what's going on.
Yeah, it's just some of the vibes in there got me a bit anxious. So.
Yeah, you also bugbears. I mean, what would it be normal to have bugbears in your encampment if you were from a goodly race? I don't want to be racist here. I mean, I know parties that go around with kobolds, but would it be fine to have bugbears in your party?
I haven't heard of bugbears being part of parties too often.
You certainly haven't heard of bugbears working together with druids.
Oh, I haven't heard of a lot of parties with a Triton either.
Yeah, and out of the water.
All right. Let's just, the thing is, let's say we go there, and then they attack us, and then we'll be in the middle of them, and we even lost that little surprise we might get.
Well, not everyone we meet in these hills is bad. Remember those guys on the griffins?
Yeah, they didn't have bugbears.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And they weren't.
strategically, too, that they would have the advantage of height being on this hillside. So were you to start openly assaulting,
Are you saying that they have the high ground?
they have the high ground.
No.
Damn it.
However,
As long as it's not the moral high ground.
so it wouldn't be necessarily the most advantageous assault to try head on.
Well,
But
can-
you
No,
can
no,
always
well-
try diplomacy.
More than head on, I was thinking to exploit the advantage of 600 feet of bow range of GAC and get at least one encampment done before they get to us. You know what I'm saying?
It's entirely possible, although GAC, whilst normally you have the sharpshooter effect, this haze will create a problem for you.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned. So it's like a kind of mist, or
It's a
Or a
haze,
smoke
so
from
it's
the fires.
more like smoke from the fires, you could say.
okay,
Like,
yeah.
I
So
don't know if you're familiar with like what it's like if there's like a bush
Yeah.
fire close to you or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So it gives like concealment, or
Okay, guys, let's go there.
Not at a distance it will, yes.
Let's just go there and
Okay.
talk with them. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So which camp are you intending to approach, and are you trying to sneak into the camp or approach openly?
No, if we're going to talk, we're going to be obvious, right? Or not?
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, just approach as the hero.
Okay, who was friendly for sure? Are you?
The druidess seemed pretty
Okay.
nice.
Could we try and approach that encampment stealthily?
It would be about a roundabout way to do it, but yes, it's possible.
Okay.
Um,
And what was just south of that? This encampment there?
That was the armed figures.
No, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Right?
So-
no,
Or yes.
correct. They look dodgy to IU.
They were dodgy to IO.
Well,
But they were very near
if
to
we
them.
just follow the path, that would be less suspicious, and we would be approaching the elk guys.
Yeah, I would rather be at the edge of all of this. So either starting with the druid in a friendly manner, or starting with the bugbears in an aggressive manner.
If
Because
we're
then,
gonna-
when we start all the way to the left, the guys to the right, if something goes wrong, it will take more time for them to get to us.
Another angle is we could also just go for the two guys with the bear, and if we free the bear, I could probably convince it to at least join us for a little bit.
Yeah, but then we are really in the middle. Then we have everything on us.
That is true, but it is also probably the easiest camp to take down quietly, because there's only 2 people that I saw.
Okay, so apart from being quiet, visually, like if we kill these 2 guys there, what are the chances that the rest of the encampment sees us?
You think unless you're very quiet, like the people in this camp certainly will most likely notice.
Yeah, no, okay, no. Okay, then I would say, in my opinion, stealthily
Or we
approach the
wait
druid.
until most of them are asleep and then take them out like that.
I'm still not sure we are supposed to take them out. I would like to make some pertinent questions to.
Yeah.
Also, didn't they say they were doing the ritual tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tonight? Oh, okay, no, then.
If you really want to catch them off guard, we could wait for the ritual and
You.
just watch. It's
That-
not
that-
the greatest idea, but
During the ritual.
The one person you are sure it's a druid. Who was it?
the lady with the pixies.
Okay, why don't you
You're
just
also
go?
very sure that the group nearest are druids.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just go there in your normal form and try to speak with her?
Could do. I would like some backup though.
Yeah, well, we will be not too far
Well,
here.
I can join Io. I'm
You can both fly.
used to living in the nature as well.
Oh yeah, for example, yeah.
Yeah.
Try to both be stealthily, get there. We'll be waiting at some distance, and if something happens, we'll.
From a roundabout way, I guess. I'm not.
if something happens, you
do
can
the-
fly up while we rush in. We'll see.
I can also put up a wall of air to just disrupt.
Or I can finally use my wall of water. Yeah.
Your wall of water. Plans. Gonna make it.
Put up a wall of arrows.
Okay, so we would like to approach from this side, so northwest.
All right. So are the rest of you trying to approach stealthily? Like,
Yeah.
I assume the flyers you can sort of fly around without too much difficulty. But I would like from Evril, Zardas, and Grozak a stealth check. With advantage from the haze. So I guess if you have disadvantage, that would cancel. Alright, Zardas, that's
7 for me.
7 for you.
That's a 6 for me.
But you had advantage, so
Yeah, and I
so
also have heavy armor.
Yeah, true.
So
Okay.
the only one that got a 17 was Zardas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ayu and Gak, you guys get up to the camp, alright? I assume you guys take a... What the hell just happened? Maybe you're on top of each other. No? Oh, you moved yourself, Ayu.
Yeah, I moved myself over there because that's the way we're approaching from.
Yep. So, are you guys taking a roundabout way to approach?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, so you guys don't have... I mean, you still approach from this direction, but the thing is, you are a little bit noisy. I assume you're a little bit further back.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to give these guys a chance to notice you. The haze
Org.
provides some disadvantage. So,
Nice.
at the moment, it doesn't seem like... What is obvious is that there are sort of rocks tumbling down the side of this sort of hillside, which are noticeable, but not necessarily... Like, when they move to look, they can't actually see where it's coming from. But they do seem to be more on edge and more tense than usual. But Ayu and Gak, you have approached this place, and you can see that a female sprite is sort of approaching you. And it's like, hi!
Hello there.
Hi.
Who are you?
I am Ayu, and this is my friend Gek.
Ah,
What is your name, little one?
I'm Aphid.
Ah, lovely name.
Thank you. You are polite.
What is a
Nice
pixie
to
like you
meet
doing
you.
here?
Oh, I'm a sprite, not a pixie.
I'm sorry, I'm not the most versed on Fae. I'm still working on that.
I
Well-
like your horns.
Ah, thank you. I try to keep them as shiny as I can.
I like
What are you
shiny
doing here?
too. I am spending time with my friend Garina.
Irene, she must be a lovely person.
Do you want to meet her?
Yeah, please.
All right. Garina! You fly in and land in the camp and see this this elven woman. Let's see, that's number 5. Yeah, so she looks quite fayish herself, really. Let's see, does that work?
No, I'm not connecting this already.
Hello
Oh, yeah,
there.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
And,
I see the Fae there.
yes, an obvious druid. And she says, "Why, hello there. I am Garina. This is Aphid, and my friend here is also another sprite called Flix. I'm Flix. You're not
Well,
getting
hello,
my
Flix.
food."
Ah,
Nice to
Don't
meet
worry.
you all. I'm Gak and this is Ayu.
Have
Hello
you come
there.
here for the ritual?
ritual.
Yes, the
Ah.
rite of the wicked giant. Have you heard of it?
Have I?
No, I haven't.
Not really. Aside from that, this might be what the rumors that have been attracting the druids to the region, but you haven't really heard much more than you haven't heard it called the Rite of the Wicked Giant.
Right. Like, no, I don't think I've heard of it. I've heard hearsay about something like that, but not it specifically.
Oh,
Right. I thought perhaps you might be spirits of nature yourself sent here to, try and restore the balance.
oh yes. I do serve nature,
Is
but
that true?
yeah, I'm a ranger.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way, yeah. And previously, before I joined this group, I was a hermit. So.
I see. Yes, I spend much time, myself, well, with my companions here, both on this plane and the home plane.
Yeah.
I'm
also-
blanking on what it's called in D&D. I'm like first
The
world.
Feywild?
The Feywild. Thank you. Stuck in Kingmaker mode. So she says, there has been very strange weather in this Desaran Valley of late, and according to
Yes.
the druids here, that this ritual of the Wicked Giant, I've not heard of it myself, and I must say the preparations seem to be taking a long time. But
when we were traveling through Red Large, there was a magical storm that we
Yes.
fought off.
Last night, yes, horrendous storm. Sent waters surging, the whole river seemed to be flooding.
Yes. When the storm surged, water elementals came in. Just attacked.
Oh no,
For
that seems most unnatural. Why should they attack?
my feeling is someone is whipping them up into a frenzy.
Indeed. All the more reason to get this ritual done so that we can restore balance.
Yes, you were talking about a ritual.
But please share my campfire. Your company is welcome. I'm
Okay.
still not sharing my food.
I take one of my rations with nuts and seeds and some meat. And it's fine. I brought my own.
I will produce some good berries and hand it over to Flix. If
Right.
Flix wants it.
Flix will take it. Can you guys give me a perception check?
Yes. My connection to... Oh, never mind. As I was about to say it, the game decided to change that.
Alright. Well, we haven't seen your roll yet, if it's come up.
No, I'm about to roll it now. Once my character sheet is done loading up. There you go. 27.
27.
27.
I still don't see anything.
Yeah, it hasn't come through yet, but I'll take your word for it. So you notice that the other sprite is looking like it is trying to sneak up on Gak.
I'm just going to pretend I don't see it yet.
Alright,
It's kind
so
of what it does.
you can see that it is trying to get into Gak's quiver and like pull a few arrows out, like
Slowly look over to us like, what are you doing there?
oh no, you saw me.
Nah, put those down.
She puts it down on Flutter's back, and Garina says, "Hey, Fed, they're guests. Be nice. We don't want any trouble."
You were speaking about preparations for this ritual taking a long time?
Yes, I've been here for several days. You would think that the druids would want to enact the ritual, but it's like they're waiting for more and more groups. From what I understand, our involvement isn't very much more than witnessing, so I don't really understand it.
Well, has anything come up that might be reason for that? Has maybe some resources gone missing? Anything like that?
I don't know. We're just waiting for Elazar to invite us up to partake in the rite. He
And who is that?
Well, he's a druid from the Circle of the Scarlet Moon. I haven't heard of them before now, but they've promised us that by witnessing the rite, they'll teach it to us, so we're able to perform it in the future. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it'll be rather educational.
I don't know. Just seems weird that the ritual would be taking so long, especially with what seems to be so many people. If those fires are any indication, I'll kind of like gesture off to the other fires that are about.
It is a bit weird, but I mean, Elazar seems to be capable.
Have you spoken to him yourself?
Well, they call him Elazar Dryflag. Now, I've met him once, just briefly. Seems an alright fellow. Certainly, and she starts speaking in Druidic, and just indicates that he knew the language, so he's certainly one of us.
I'll reply in turn just to let her know that we're on the same level here, just as a confirmation. It's like,
Based on my expression, it's clear I don't understand what the two of them are saying.
No, it's only briefly, but then she's like, "Oh, forgive me, I'm being impolite."
It's fine.
by the way, people, remind me out of character to teach you guys some Druidic.
You mean you will teach these guys the forbidden language of druids?
Well, you can teach them some signs of your own, so that they can at least pinpoint them.
It's more a case of breaking the tenets of your beliefs.
No, I believe the book says that you can teach them so they can at least notice
Okay.
Druidic signs.
Well, you certainly can start teaching them.
And it would be very helpful if I'm ever down for the count. Anywho, so you're just gonna sit here and wait? It seems a little. If you're only going to be witnesses, it doesn't seem too cost effective.
No, well, I mean, the purpose is to learn the ritual so we can cast it ourselves.
It just worries me that even with so many people here, it's taking so long that it might not even be castable by one person.
I am really bored. Well,
You're bored?
yeah. I mean, like, there's nothing to do.
Well,
It can be hard to keep them from mischief. Certainly in that.
I can imagine.
maybe you can play with some of the animals here.
Yeah. I mean, there must be a few. I mean, people are known to keep pets.
Well, yes, of course. Only recently we saw a rat that could juggle.
A juggling rat?
That
At
is.
least that's the sort of indication it was making with its paws when I spoke to it. Rather intelligent rat too. Spoke almost as if it was more than an animal.
That seems weird. Well, then who keeps rats as pets? I mean, they're vermin.
Who said that? they all look over in the direction of Grozak hiding in the bushes.
Sorry.
Guy
Sorry. I thought we were all at the campfire now.
You guys were keeping a distance, were you not?
Oh, right. I thought we were at the campfire because I was looking at different part of the map.
In any case, I think it's suitable to keep things flowing. That Garina looks over in the direction and is like, "Did you bring friends with you?"
What was that?
Did you bring friends with you?
Yeah, we did. But they are a bit of a strange bunch
Why
still.
don't you come over and share the fire?
Sure.
I was getting cold anyways. Thank you for your generous offer.
Oh, you must.
Oh, it's
welcome
okay.
it.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
What a strange bunch.
The cold doesn't bother me any.
I can see that you, Horned One, are a druid, but these your friends are a dragonborn, and I'm not quite sure what you are. Blue people?
You're called Tritons, aren't you, Zardis?
Yes,
Are
we
you
are
guys
contrite.
at it again? I haven't checked the forums for a while.
No, we are not. We're not.
No,
We're
no.
just phased out by not being here, but now we are.
Yeah.
Yes, I am one of the Tridents from the Abyss. And which, what is this Gariena?
She is an elf.
She is an elf. Okay, very well.
I see.
And once we are here at the fire, I'm like, Gariena, how come you are here?
Oh, I've come to learn the ritual.
Yes. She's come to learn the ritual of the what was it? Giant man.
Yes, the ritual is it's called the Rite of the Wicked Giant.
There you go.
Something performed only by the Circle of the Scarlet Moon.
I understand, but how do you trust this Circle of the Scarlet Moon?
I have been given a reason not to trust it. Why?
But have you been given any reason to trust them?
Why would they lie about it?
Well, you seem to be a nice person, Gariena, and I look her deep in the eyes.
Oh God.
And
Here we go again. Yep.
and I take one of her hands, and I say, "But the Somber Hills are filled with evil people that will take advantage of a pure soul like yours. We have already fought many of these cultists, all of them related to evil elemental cults. And we have reason to believe that what's going to happen here is related to the fire cultists. Now, they may be lying to you, so I need to know who would be your contact here? Who is the person that convinced you to be here? Is there like a leader among these people?
Well, there is this fellow, Elazar Dryflagon, but he keeps mostly to the ruins. I met him once when I first arrived here, but since then I haven't seen him. I have seen there's another group down the hill.
Yeah.
And they seem to keep to themselves. We mostly entertain ourselves, to be honest. But what do you mean cultists?
Well, there have been. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I would also like at this point you to make a persuasion check.
Sure. Can I use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration.
And we do have one newly.
That changed a lot of things.
For Kevin, disadvantages don't bother me anyway from Hornmaw.
I deserve that.
So I take it that's disadvantage for Kevin.
Yes.
The thing is, she's like, I don't really know you though. Strange group. I mean no offense, but those are serious accusations. Are you saying that Elazar and the druids of the Scarlet Moon Hall, that they are fire cultists?
Well, first of all, you are completely right in not trusting us just because we say so. That shows your great wisdom.
Whoa.
And great wisdom combined with such beauty can be a very dangerous weapon, of course. That said, we have reason to believe that, yes, this Elazar, as you call him, may be affiliated with this cult. We have already spotted a few members of an opposing cult among those gathered here.
Could you possibly give me, all of you, a perception check?
Let's hope my server even lets me.
What? Where?
Perception.
Somebody has to roll for IU.
Oh, right, you're out of it. Well, in any case, Everil, at this point, unless unless your disadvantage is applied, an 18 is still pretty damn good. So, Everil, even with disadvantage, you notice that Flix, the sprite, is holding up a medallion, and it is shaped like the symbol I showed you earlier. I will show to players again. This cult of flame symbol. You haven't seen it before so much yourself, but you can give me a religion check to recognize it, I guess.
I believe I showed them that because that was one of the things I snatched from one of the camps.
You showed them all? Oh, right, you showed them that. Yes, okay. In any case, yes, you definitely know. What you notice is the sprite has this medallion, and it looks like the symbol of fire that was described to you by Ayu.
Hey, what's it that you got there?
It's a shiny!
Yeah, it's a lovely shiny.
Yes, it's mine!
Yeah, I know, yeah. But where did you get it? I really like how it looks.
Yes? Where did you get it? I found it!
Which one has it? Is it Flix?
It is, yes, actually I'll, put their names on so you guys can see.
I'm reloading my Roll20 because it's being weird.
It is Flix, yes, indeed.
Okay.
Even without really recognizing the symbol, does it look similar enough in style to the symbols we did know already, the Black Earth and the Crushing Wave?
Oh, you definitely think they're related, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Gariana, do you know what this symbol is?
I haven't seen it myself, but this looks like it could be related. Where did you get that from, Flix? I found it in a tent. Down the hill. Down there.
Oh.
It's mine.
It looks very similar to the cult symbols we've found around these hills on the people who were causing these storms. And with my talon, I will scratch in the... Is it rock or is it dirt or something on the ground?
Yeah, dirt, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I will scratch the two symbols we've already seen in the dirt.
Alright, Karina does look a little bit concerned. Why don't you give me a persuasion check with advantage?
Oh no.
A 14.
Oh. Okay.
She's like, well, this is rather disturbing, but what could this cult possibly want? And she does sort of like turn over and can't quite see it, but sees the glow of this giant-sized wicker statue that's alight, and then looks down the hill a little bit more suspiciously.
It could be something as simple as they just don't like some of the other cults and just want to disrupt their plans. This ritual could just be a guise for something. Maybe they look to cause trouble for any number of reasons.
What I don't understand is why would they invite you here, Gariena? Have you done something for them? Do they expect you to do something during this ritual?
Well, they did ask quite a few questions. I don't know. I almost got the impression that they were looking for people to join them.
Huh.
Sounds
And
familiar.
the other encampments here, were they all already here, or are they like in your same situation, like not yet joined?
Oh, it's hard for me to say. I haven't met so many of them, but I'm pretty sure that the druids in the next camp already are a part of the circle. But come to think of it, the rangers that were with them, they're quite odd. Not just the fact that they're wearing metal armor, which, we usually don't.
No.
I mean, not everyone keeps to the old traditions. I realize some people, it's a choice. But
No, I think it's a good tradition.
I mean, some people think, why not metal armor when it's okay with a scimitar? But in any case,
Don't look
I
at me,
call
boys.
I call them rules lawyers.
now that you mention it, they were more than just rugged. Their faces, they almost seemed burnt, like they were scarred. You don't think they're fire cultists, do you?
I have a feeling they might be.
Well, if
I
they
mean,
all
look
have
at all-
similar burn scars, that might be the reason.
Yes.
So you did not speak with anybody else in this encounter?
I spoke with Leighton, their leader.
But she's with the fire guys, right?
Yes.
No. Like, let's pretend
If
that
they're
they
fire
are.
guys.
Yeah, let's pretend that in fact they are fire guys. Would you see anybody else here willing to help us stop these cultists?
I could not speak for anyone else. Each is their own choice in what they do.
Yeah, but I mean somebody that would have the well-being of the valley in mind instead of dominating destruction and whatever it is that these cultists are doing.
Aphid says, the hairy ones down the hill, they don't like to be tickled.
The hairy ones?
Yeah, they're bad druids.
They're bad druids?
Bad druids.
When I tickled them and had to go invisible because one of them tried to turn into a wolf.
Oh, into a wolf?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that.
Which ones?
the ones in the camp after this one.
These two guys here.
Yeah, the two hairy guys.
They are
Okay.
hairy for some reason. Okay.
I think we all know what that is. I'm spooked OOC.
What do we know then? What do you mean?
Out of character, I'm pretty spooked. Those are some werewolves.
Well, we were just told they turned into wolves.
Werewolves? They're wolves.
They're wolves.
Oh,
Bear wolves?
I still carry my arrow.
They're castle.
I look at the pixies like, you seem to know a lot about this camp. I assume you get about? Do you know anything about that? I think it was a cage outside. I think I saw it when I was flying in.
The cage?
Yeah, the cage with the bear. Or
It's not a cage, it's just like tied up. Like to like a heavy peg with a chain.
Okay, about that. Like, well, do you know anything about that? I saw it over there by one of the outside camps. I'll kind of explain which camp I saw. I was like, what's going on there?
They had rubber faces.
Rubber faces?
Yeah, kind of like those ones. She points to the camp beneath you guys with the burned people. think they looked into the fire too hard.
Maybe they.
This leader, this Elazar, where is he? You said in the.
Oh, I think he's in the ruins up on the hill.
This place.
Yes, isn't it strange now that you mention it that they seem to be rebuilding it? It's not rather druid-like, is it?
No.
Sorry, there's an N on the end. Elazar Dry Flagon.
Dry flagon.
I could understand it if the ruin was perhaps taken by nature, but it just seems like they just want to make it back to what it once was.
Yes, I don't really understand it, to be honest. I think... Well, who could know what a druid circle is up to be honest? We're not quite the most forthright of people, are we? With our secret rites and whatnot, but, if they're fire cultists...
When I look at the handout, I see that's like there is this tower and then there are some walls around it.
Yeah.
Would it be possible like to climb the walls and then go to the back of the tower?
Yes?
Like if I would be here,
hang on, I'm not looking at that part of the map.
up in the center,
Yeah.
would there then be a way to access the tower itself?
You can certainly, with an athletics check, try to climb that part of the tower.
And of course, it would be no problem for our flyers.
Certainly not. No. Let's see if I can see if there's like a.
You know what I'm starting to think, guys, is that maybe all these encamped guys are sympathetic, but not necessarily committed to what's going on here. You know, if we can go inside the place and cut the head of the snake, this could, maybe solve the thing. And if it doesn't solve it, at least we are inside and we are in a more defensible position than being there in the middle with everybody shooting at us.
Seems like
True.
a good idea.
I look at Gariena and I say, Gariena, I don't know what is your attitude regarding the Destering Valley and the Summer here, but something evil is afoot. And I am afraid that to stop this evil, we will have to resort to violence, which is something that we do not do with pleasure. I lie. And I would not want you to be part of this. But if you think you can help, then now it's time to make a decision.
Are you intending to restore balance?
Balance is what we want to restore.
Then I shall not interfere.
But will you help?
It is... If you bring me undeniable proof that your claims are true.
Then we'll find it.
I understand.
Just if stuff starts flying, please get out of the way.
That's very kind of you. I'm not indefensible, but very kind and...
It is still safer than you being used as, at worst, a hostage. For any reason.
You said your name was.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, you.
We just gotta look out for each other.
Yes, very nice of you.
So another thing that I'm understanding here, basically walking through this camp, it's not really attracting any attention, right? I mean, people could join a fire and go around.
You can give me a perception check.
Perception check. Jeez. What is it today?
Not doing so well. I mean,
No.
anyone who's like observing the rest of the camp could do it, so potentially everyone can have a check.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, too foggy for me.
I rolled, but you guys are probably not going to be able to see it for a little bit.
What did you
Because
get?
I rolled a 23, but with disadvantage, it's an 11.
All right. And let's see. Is that everyone? We're missing Grozek.
I'm not really looking around that much.
Okay. So Everil, it's hard to see through the haze. But you think that maybe the people in the next camp are keeping an eye on you, like they have noticed your arrival.
Okay, but they've not like immediately confronted us.
They haven't come your way, but their body language is certainly... It's hard to tell through the haze, but you can almost imagine a sort of tension.
Okay, but was Gariana like, I asked her, was she invited here or like she heard that a ritual was about
She
to
heard
be
there was a
performed?
ritual. She came.
Okay, well,
they told her that the ritual would be when the gathering was finished, and that she would be allowed to take part in the ritual
Okay.
to learn it.
Then that's our story too, guys. Like, we heard of the ritual, and in case they stop us, these people will just say, we want to participate and see what's going on, and that's what we are doing.
All right.
Okay. Because so did you say you saw other druids, Ayu? Some people that were really druids?
I noticed some of them.
Impression, yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
I'll
the first
point
camp,
out. Yes.
for sure, and then the
Where
camp,
where the elks are?
yes, and then the camp that had the what you thought was a infiltrating border cultist.
Which one was it? This one.
It was
The middle one, kind of on the right.
That one.
Yeah, that one. This one.
That one? Okay. It may be worth to go and talk with these people too.
I was just gonna say, in that group, it was too hard to tell because they were asleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I got a feeling that they might be.
They were certainly dressed as you would expect for druids.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing suspicious about them.
Can I put something around them, because in 2 weeks I would forget.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, the question is, will these the people in the next camp take an interest? Will they infiltrate this fire cult, or will they be assaulted? Find out next time in 2 weeks when we resume Princess of the Apocalypse.
Way.
And then, of course, on Monday, join us again for our other regular Monday night game, the fortnightly Tales from the Yawning Portal. Run by DM Falsto. Same group for the most part. And other than that, what do we have? Do we have any news this week?
Okay, there is something I wanted to do tonight, but the fight I participated in did not happen what I wanted to happen. I want to dedicate my first crit to someone, so I will just say my goodbyes. Probably you guys were here in stream and you didn't follow that, but Stanley is gone.
Yeah, he is.
So I wanted to dedicate him my first crit tonight, but I missed this opportunity.
Well,
but,
in dedication of that, we will give you advantage on your next attack roll next session, so that you have... I got DM advantage. It's probably not fair, but let's dedicate that to Stanley, so the next crit goes to Stan for entertaining us as much as he has.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
That sad note aside, I mean, he lived a good life at 95 years old, but still, certainly at the end of an era.
Did he play in most Marvel movies?
He did.
Than any other actor?
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
Every single one of them.
But probably the least on-screen time.
That does not matter.
Aside from Stan Lee, guys, please join us again tomorrow night. Not the same group, but we have our regular Dungeons and Dragons online sesh. I believe they've started new characters if I'm not mistaken. Then on Saturday we have the regular Lost Minds of Phandelver session, the module that introduced many people to 5th edition. I've run it myself a number of times, so check that out. And then, of course, on Monday we'll be back with Tales from the Yawning Portal. So guys, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys watching. There are a lot of puns today.
For which we apologize.
What are you talking about?
Couldn't you have thought of a pun for that? Come on. In any case, hope you guys enjoyed the session, and we'll be back in the near future. So, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.